is just so good. And he's on the ball once again. Griezmann passes it to him. Sané getting past one, looking for his teammate again. Griezmann is looking to score this one, and he does so. It's 3-0 in the 90th minute. If you need coins, go ahead and use the code in the description below. It is Johnny for FIFA Coin Zone. And also, if you want to play for some real money, go ahead and click the link for gamersaloon.com and sign up. Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It is me, CaniSports, and welcome back to the Schalke career mode. This is episode number 3 of season number 2, and currently we are sitting in the 4th spot, and we have to play against the first place team of the Bundesliga, which is Borussia Dortmund. Currently, Kagawa is their top scorer. In the last season, you could see him score against me quite often, so hopefully in this one it won't happen again. Royce also with 2 goals already. But Choupo-Moting and Griezmann are actually doing better than both of them. So hopefully our team will be able to win this derby match against Borussia Dortmund, the first place team in the Bundesliga, like I said. And just go ahead and get high up the table, let's put it that way. Choupo-Moting and Griezmann will be playing in the striking position. Behind them it will be Teixeira, and also the rest of the lineup is just the same as we had it the last time around as well. Borussia Dortmund with Aubameyang, Royce, Kagawa, Mkhitaryan. This team already had a great start into the season, and let's see how we can do against them. Borussia Dortmund will be having to deal with a lot of our tackles because we will play very aggressive, but they did the same. They really did the same, and they came up to go ahead and win this match. They didn't get in here to go ahead and get just 1 point out of this one, but we started off with the first attack in the 7th minute. As you can see, a cross is coming in, and Choupo-Moting had the first chance of the match for Schalke. And at that point, it was only a matter of time until we did hit the target once again. Teixeira now on the ball, passing it over to Antoine Griezmann, who is making a perfect run into the penalty area, cuts back, and then he will take the finesse shot to take it around the goalkeeper. What an amazing shot from him. It is already 1-0 in the 17th minute, thanks to Griezmann and Teixeira with the assist. So that's a really good build-up play. We caught them on the counter-attack, and that is what we needed to do in order to get the early goal in, to just go ahead and shock Dortmund a little bit. In the 20th minute though, they had a chance with Aubameyang one-on-one against TRAPP, but TRAPP is not going to be beaten from that kind of a range. Now moving on into the next attack, it is Borussia Dortmund with another chance. I believe that was Hummels with the header for their team. And in the 43rd minute, we had a free kick that was quite hitting the target of Borussia Dortmund. But luckily for them, nothing happened right there. And it is Kagawa once again, passing it over to Aubameyang. His cross inside to his teammate. And that is once again a dangerous attack. And at this point, I was getting quite worried because I felt like Borussia Dortmund was taken over, and I really felt like something was going to happen, and it did happen. It did happen. Take a look at this. Kagawa, the smallest player in their team probably, is able to score against me, and it's not the first time Kagawa has been able to score against me in any match that I played against Borussia Dortmund so far with Schalke, I believe. At least he has scored in like 3 matches against me so far in 2 seasons, and this really upsets me because I really don't believe that he's such a good player in the game. I really can't play with him. He's really similar to Götze, just a bit faster, I think. Not really. Is he faster? I don't know. But he's really similar, so that's the reason I can't play with him. But we can't take that equalizer from Dortmund and just leave it at that. We just have to go ahead and score our own goal. It's 2-1 for Schalke in the 69th minute. Thanks to Choupo-Moting going ahead and getting past the defender and also getting the ball past the goalkeeper. A great job done by him, and straight away we had to make some changes in order to be able to just hold on to this lead that we have worked for so hard in this match. But I have to say, it wouldn't have been kind of undeserved if Borussia Dortmund would have gotten that equalizer and kept it, but we gave them another opportunity. Błaszczykowski gets fouled in the penalty area, and now it's time for Kevin Trapp, our goalkeeper, to just go ahead and maybe become a hero with this penalty save. And yes, he will do exactly that. Kevin Trapp gets to it, and it's still 2-1 for Schalke. And that is just such a great save from him against Marco Reus, I believe. That was just so good. And there is another 2 chances coming in for Dortmund in the 88th minute, I believe. And in the 90th minute, the referee blows the whistle, and we have won this game thanks to our goalkeeper TRAPP, who is also definitely the man of the match in this one, and he totally deserved it. Yes, our team didn't play too well defensively. Borussia Dortmund had 11 shots, and that just shows that TRAPP did a great job at keeping it to only 1 goal coming in from Borussia Dortmund. 3 points against the league leaders. That is what we want to see from Schalke. And also, guys, if you enjoyed this episode and made it this far already, please go ahead and smash that like button. I would really appreciate that if we could get it over 1,000 likes again. Also, guys, thank you so much for the follows on Instagram. Yes, I have Instagram right now. If that's news to you, we have over like 630 followers, something like that already. So thank you guys so much for that. Hopefully we can get it to 1K as soon as possible. Maximilian Meyer, by the way, didn't want to accept his contract offer, and that really pissed me off. So I did go ahead and offer him a new contract, still asking him to be an important first team player. At this point, you can see our group in the Champions League. We have teams like Real Madrid, PSV Eindhoven and Dynamo Moscow in our group, and that is a really tough group in my opinion. Especially PSV Eindhoven is a team that I really can't play against. I always seem to struggle against them because they have a lot of pace, a lot of skill, and really good dribbling on them, and that really makes me suffer sometimes in my private career modes, which I do in the Eredivisie, by the way, because I really wanted to try that league out at least once in this FIFA game. And we started off though against Dynamo Moscow in the Champions League, and it was our left back Kolasinac. Yes, we are playing with a reserves team, and it is Leroy Sané, who was sitting on the bench all the time, who got the first really big chance. And sadly, he wasn't able to get it past the goalkeeper. 38th minute, it's Dynamo Moscow in the attack. It is Valbuena from Olympique Marseille, I believe, crossing it in. And that is another chance going missing in this game. This time for our opponents though, which is a good thing. 44th minute, it's Moscow in the attack again. And you can see them attacking really well because they score an incredible goal. I have never seen a shot like that. Like, honestly, never in this game have I seen a shot like that. And it is Kevin Kurani, a guy that played for Schalke for so many years. Sadly, he is the one to score against us. Maximilian Meyer, though, with a shot as well. But that one gets saved by the goalkeeper. And Sidney Sam also playing for Moscow. That just shows that 2 of our former players were now playing for our opponents. And Leroy Sané, with the number 10 on his back, had the chance to equalize it. But that's a big miss right there. Leroy Sané doing something that is not really usual to see from him. And Sané now with the pass to Schmidt. Schmidt with the shot. Hits the post. Another chance gone wasted by Schalke. Choupo-Moting, Draxler and Ruben Neves joining into the game in order to just go ahead and try and get that goal in the 90th minute. It is Hugo Malo on the right hand side. Does he still have the pace? No, he doesn't, but he does get back to the ball, cross it in. It is a chance by Choupo-Moting. It gets saved on the line, or better said, from the goalkeeper inside the 5 meters, or whatever it's called in English. I really don't know. Inside the box, let's put it that way. It is a big save from him, and that keeps them the 3 points. That sucks, man. I would have loved to win that match and start off into the Champions League properly, but it seems like that really didn't work out, especially since I did have to use my reserves team since my first team was really tired. That sucked, and losing that game just showed me that there's a big difference between my first team and my reserves team, which hopefully will be a gap that will be closed in the future, because I need to have competitive players on the bench who can get into the team and try to just fight for a place into the starting 11. Maximilian Meyer accepted the contract offer that we made for him finally. I think I offered him 80k plus important first team player, which is a lot, but he's 79 rating. He's 79 rated with a potential to be special, so 80k isn't too bad. At this point, we are sitting in the 4th spot after the game against Kaiserslautern, which you could see in the background. we are on 15 points, and it is a really small gap from us to the first place. Only 1 point, and we are winning the game against Augsburg at home. Halilovic, Meyer and Sané scoring, so really young players coming in to score for our team, and that was a reserves team once again. And because I have played the reserves team a few times now in the last few games, Johannes Geis was getting concerned. He really didn't feel like I was trusting in him a lot. So I decided to play him in the next game, which I really had to do because I couldn't just go ahead and play all these youngsters all the time just to let them grow. I have to go ahead and play with my first team sometimes in order to get the results, and that is exactly what we needed to do against Freiburg, a team that I really do feel like will make it into the Bundesliga in real life once again this season. They are definitely fighting for the title in the second Bundesliga. They have really good players, and they do have the same kind of a lineup in this game as well. Really strong, really good in passing, but especially really good in fighting for the win. And they started off nicely in the 9th minute, a chance from Darida, number 7 on his back. Good player in real life as well. And there is another chance coming in, and that is a goal. 29th minute, Schalke now down against Freiburg, a team that has dropped down to the second Bundesliga in real life. That couldn't happen. I really didn't believe that we would struggle against Freiburg like this, but it didn't end like that. It's 2-0. 2-0. We are losing. And not only 1-0, it's... oh my god, I couldn't believe it. And at that point, I really wasn't paying attention. And it's the same with the defense of Freiburg. They were getting too cocky, and Griezmann grabs the ball off the defender without me even controlling him and scores the goal after that. And then they had another chance, Freiburg, with a nice free kick in the 63rd minute. But our goalkeeper, the legend, TRAPP, is getting to it. Teixeira now with the skills, does see his teammate, Griezmann, with the run, and he will score it as well. 2-2. It is our comeback into this game that is happening right now. And hopefully, we can finally grab the ball and get to the midfield. But that never worked out in the celebration, sadly. So that is a great pass from Teixeira. Once again, this partnership has been working out really nicely for me. And I look forward to seeing Teixeira at the top of the assist list at the end of the season. And also I want to see Griezmann at the top of the top scoring list. Either him or Choupo-Moting. But currently it is just Griezmann tearing it up and just scoring goals left and right. And talking about goals, it's the 3rd one for Freiburg. Yes, we have conceded once again. This game is getting really intense. So I really just at this point wanted to get that 1 point. Salah on the right hand side, crossing it in. It's a cross over to Choupo-Moting, but no one gets to it except Goretzka in the end. But his shot gets deflected off the defense, and that's about it. Sadly, nothing came from that, but we are moving on into the corner kick. Straight after that, it is Griezmann on the corner, crossing it in over to one of our players in the middle, but he passed it over to Salah, who heads it in right on the line, which was quite unnecessary. I was scared of that being an offside, but that is a goal, and we have equalized. And we were moving on into the 90th minute with Teixeira in the penalty area getting fouled, and in my opinion, that should have been a penalty, or at least Teixeira should have fallen down. That is a really rude tackle in the penalty area, but at last we have gotten that 1 point against Freiburg, boys. It is us now in the 2nd spot, right on the same amount of points as Bayern Munich, only 2 goals behind them. And that just shows us that this season we are actually going for the title for real. We want that title and want to grab it away from Bayern Munich this time. Last season they were stronger than us, but in this one we will get that title hopefully. Griezmann and Teixeira really doing a great job so far. Like I said, I really want to see both of them at the top of the list and just go ahead and raise up their value, let's put it that way. And now Real Madrid and Dynamo Moscow are at 3 points, Schalke at 0, and PSV at 0 as well. Our next opponent, I believe, is going to be PSV Eindhoven, so I'm looking forward to that. Do you guys believe that we can make this out of the group? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you, assistant coaches, so much for watching. Have a nice day. Drop a like and follow me on Instagram. That's about it. Peace.